the Rainbow High Rebrand. Some of us love it. Some of us intensely dislike it. Some of us just don't even know what to think of it. It feels weird, foreign, wrong. Like it says it's Rainbow High, but it doesn't feel like Rainbow High. It feels wrong. It feels off. It feels too strange. This is the type of feeling the Rainbow High Rebrand evokes in me. I am by no means a fan of it, and the direction that show has been going in just hasn't been very good compared to the original, like 4 seasons of Rainbow High. That tone has shifted. There aren't as many new characters being introduced, and those who are introduced, some of them are okay, others are lackluster. Clementine is one of the few Rainbow High dolls who I feel is kind of okay, who I don't despise just from looking at her. And that is saying something. So to preface this review, I am not a fan of the Rainbow High Rebrand. And I need you to keep that in mind for the tone of this, because I won't be sugarcoating anything. I'll just be giving my own brutally honest opinions on this doll and on the rebrand. So without further ado, let's get to the review. Got something that we never expected that we would get for the collection. A rebrand doll. And you know how we feel about the Rainbow High rebrand. It just doesn't feel like Rainbow High anymore. It feels wrong, it feels off, it just feels weird. And we have a special guest here with us today, because she also feels like she has been excluded from the rebrand. Hello, it's Poppy here. And well, I know I haven't gotten any dolls in the rebrand. I'm well aware of that. And I'm well aware of the way MGA is not making very many orange themed dolls or dolls that have orange hair compared to other hair colors. And I'm also here because I noticed that Clementine looks very similar to me, and I want to investigate further. Yeah, we are helping Poppy investigate further into why Clementine looks so similar to her. So let's get a look at her rebrand clone. So this is Clementine. In her box, it says her name. And this doll has hers covered with like a raw sticker, but they used to list what series they were in. Had the dolls like named with a more elegant font, while this one is more playful. It has the basic orange heart that doesn't even tell you a series or line they're in, but more so just what their color is. And the shininess of the boxes, I feel like, is generally kind of the same. But the sparkly effect on the newer boxes is extremely noticeable. It's very different from the older boxes. As for the sides of the boxes, the older Rainbow High boxes would list what their focus is, while the newer ones just have as seen on Rainbow World. It also promotes the YouTube channel on the side of the box rather than on the front of it like the older boxes. Why are they doing a box comparison? Because they obviously changed the box style. So there's the back of the box with her very, very sparkly artwork of her and the other dolls from Sparkle and Shine Series 1. So there's Rosetta, Clementine, Marina, and we still hate her coat, by the way. The chartreuse is hideous. She needs to bleach or dye that thing ASAP. And Viola, who we feel is probably the weakest in this line, design-wise. Her dress looks fine, but all her other pieces just look so lackluster. The kind of thing you would just put in a bag of restyles clothes and never put on a doll again. Rosetta, she's alright, but she's just not really our personal aesthetic at all. And then Clementine has come the closest to matching the kind of aesthetic we like, because she at least has some pieces that look very promising for restyle. She has, for doll restyle, she has the Neon Shadow t-shirt, she has the low gothic purse. But her similarities to Poppy in appearance are definitely a bit uncanny, and we are going to be addressing that as well. And then the description for these dolls is really basic, and it reads, with legs that magically shine, shake your new Rainbow World friends to watch them sparkle. Doesn't that sound a little violent to do to a doll? I agree, Naomi. Why would it promote doing that? Can't it should have warning about doing it gently or something? And then for the other side of the box, it says her name, Clementine. Which, this is definitely really cute. It's very noticeable. Definitely really pops on the shelves. But we still feel like the older boxes were much classier and easier on the eyes. Then we're back to the front of her box. It says Shine Brighter Together, her name, her artwork, one set ensemble for ages 4 and up, and then Shake to Sparkle. Then of course this has Rainbow High Sparkle and Shine on the side. As for Clementine herself, she is one of the only 2 Rainbow High dolls that has heterochromia. So she has one eye that is a light blue with a tiny bit of brown in it. Then another eye that is just all brown. As you can tell from her wrist, she does not have wrist articulation, which is intensely disappointing with all the Rebrand dolls, except for Shadow High Collector dolls. Her hair is remarkably similar to Poppy's. I really don't see too much of a difference in color from Poppy's hair color inside the box, other than the fact that maybe it may be a tiny bit darker than Poppy's. But other than that, her hair color looks nearly identical to hers, which is a little concerning, especially considering all the all the like news about how orange dolls don't sell supposedly. And then her outfit is one of the better outfits in our opinion. Has like a denim jacket, a shirt that we're gonna get a closer look at later because it's a neon shadow shirt. A skirt that has like a black pleather layer and like an orange and blue like pleated skirt underneath it. She has a whole leg gimmick and she's wearing sneakers. The sneakers look unappealing and we probably will not be using them on any other dolls. Then for her accessories, she has a pretty cool looking gothic purse that is unfortunately probably all hard plastic. She comes with a book that's called like Chasing Midnight Rainbows. Looks like something that like maybe Scarlett would write if she were an author or something. She comes with a coffee cup, 2 donuts, and an espresso machine, which we feel like would look really cute in the dollhouse. And in case you know it's on site, she actually comes with a stand. This is one of the High Rebrand dolls who still comes with a stand, which is nice. And we can definitely use more orange doll stands. And yeah, if you move the box around a little, you see the liquid in her legs moving around, which is, well, very gimmicky. Considering that they chose an awkward gimmick over just giving them articulated legs. But anyways, let's get this all out of the box and see what she's all about before we give our final verdict on her. And if you're looking for this doll, of course, there is her barcode in case you're able to find her. Poppy, did you invite every orange doll in the room for the hair color comparison? Yeah, I invited all the other orange dolls because they wanted to be in the review too. Okay then. This is a very big crowd, but let's do this. So Clementine's hair color looks to be like a shade of orange. That's slightly darker than Poppy's more apricot orange color. And then Mina's more like golden or yellow orange. Or saffron. As for the difference in their highlights, Clementine's hair is like orange with white highlights. Poppy's hair is like apricot with like pink highlights. But hers is definitely like saffron with like red orange highlights. So yes, her shade is slightly different from Poppy's, but if you didn't have them next to each other, it just looks very, very similar. Has a similar vibe to Poppy's hair color, and this just feels like and this feels almost insulting because of how MJ has been treating Poppy lately, how Poppy hasn't got any dolls in the rebrand, but Clementine did get a doll. They also share a face mold. So with her makeup, it does look kind of similar to Fantastic Fashion Poppy with the smoky eye effect. As for glitter effect, it definitely looks very reminiscent of Mina Fleur having a lot of like gold glitter on her eyeshadow. And then her eye color is very unique though. So for her eye color, she has one light blue eye, like ringed with brown, with tiny hints of brown in it. Then one brown eye. And she is one of the only 2 dolls in the Rainbow High line that has heterochromia, which at least makes her very unique and interesting to look at. It separates her from Poppy a little bit, as well as the fact that she also has baby hairs, whereas Poppy does not have baby hairs. As for her lip color, the doll with the lip color closest to hers is definitely Cheer Poppy. Like, her lip color is similar to Cheer Poppy's. Now let's move some of the other dolls out of the way to get a better look at her outfit. So with the outfit comparison, I also want to show her next to Winter Break Poppy, because they both have a similar shape to their jackets. Which I know, this is probably a bit of a stretch, but I feel like the general looks of these two outfits do look kind of similar. And no, we are not going to be restyling her in the clothing that the Poppy dolls have on, because Poppy is the monarch of the orange dolls in this room. She's basically their queen. As for what she does come wearing, we put her purse on her arm, which the purse is a little bit of a disappointment because it's very, very thin. It's a plastic purse. And with the Rainbow High Rebrand, the Rainbow High line before the rebrand was known for its amazing purses. Like, you had like purses that were just full fabric, and they looked really good. This is our favorite blind box purse, for example. See? Fabric. And just tiny bit of plastic to help it keep a shape. But this is a fully functional doll purse. Compared to this is a downgrade compared to this quality. And now for her outfit. She has a jacket, has a patch that it's denim, has a patch that has sparkle on it. Another patch that is an orange lightning bolt. She has some nice little metal studs around the collar of the jacket, which we were definitely surprised by. I mean, I'm sure it's trying to give her a little bit of that like edgy rocker look they're going for here. And now underneath this jacket is one of our favorite pieces and the reasons we got this doll, the Neon Shadow shirt. So the Neon Shadow shirt is a tank top. And it has a really nice like print of Neon Shadow with their hair colors kind of highlighted, and this looks very cool. Like this is actually a cool piece for the rebrand. And we're actually happy to finally own this piece of doll clothing that has a really good reference to Shadow High, where you would least expect it. Underneath this, she's wearing a pleather skirt with a cut edge. Then underneath this is an orange skirt with a blue and white plaid pattern on it. As for her shoes, they say Rainbow on the front. They have some gold lines where the laces would be. They're all plastic. They are platform sneakers. And I'm sure you can also see her legs, which, well, they have a bunch of sparkly stuff inside them. Like a bunch of little stars and all that. Thank God it isn't butterflies. If she had any butterfly references, she should know what's coming for her. But anyways, if you like move her around and stuff, it moves almost like a lava lamp effect. Like, I don't know why it encourages shaking her when it's more of like just moving her legs around as if they're a lava lamp, really. Like, that's kind of it. That's how you get this stuff to move in her legs. I know some people like it, think it's satisfying, cool looking, but to us, this feels like a waste of money when they could have just given them normal legs with normal articulation. There's a look at her purse again and the paint job on it. It looks pretty, even if it is underwhelming. Like, at least it could look cute in photography. Then you have had the Rainbow High comb, which looks very, very similar to one of Poppy's combs because of the color being similar. And then there's her little food items and her little book. So her little book has like the title Chasing Midnight Rainbows. It's a nice red book. Scarlett's books were far better than this, by the way. But this one is at least cute, and you could use this as a little display piece. Or put this in your dollhouse and it will look cute. Then for her food items, she comes with food items. So you have 2 donuts. One is like a very light brown translucent color with like white icing on it. And it looks like it has a bite taken out of it, like someone got hungry. The other one is a slightly like pinker plastic color with clear plastic. Then on top of that is some pink icing. The donuts aren't bad. Like, the donuts are actually cute. And they look fine for like realistic looking doll food. And then another thing is her coffee cup with an espresso in it or something. Because the side of the box said this was an espresso machine. It's a sparkle brew on it. It has a little picture of an espresso cup on it. And then it says premium quality for like the little like red stick, the little like like dark orange sticker on there. The other side's blank. The buttons are just painted on and not functional. But yeah, it's a little prop espresso machine. And naturally, she comes with a little espresso or coffee or something, which this is kind of cute. This is definitely something you could put in the dollhouse. It will look good. It will look cute. And she could be made to hold the cup. Because where the handle is, it has a little like thing for their like hand, for their thumbs to go through. This is not a bad prop. Like her accessories are really not that bad for a rebrand doll. Now let's get a look at her articulation compared to a normal Rainbow High doll. So we're back, and well, we want to show that, like, underneath all those clothes, no wrist articulation, no knee articulation, no thigh articulation. And then her legs can move either, like, forward or to the side, but not as much articulation there. And I'm sure, as you can see here, these legs are just clear and full of liquid. Like, this is... So basically, the gimmick is you're supposed to, like move her around and see legs do their thing, but it's like unless someone is a young kid, why would someone want to like have a gimmick over articulation? And now looking at the clothes more up close. There's her jacket again. There is the jacket. It's a nice kind of like grayish blue or bluish gray denim jacket. This is not a bad piece. While her skirt did like sit just a bit awkwardly, the construction of it isn't bad. And then underneath, and both these layers are sewn together. So top layer is like black leather, the bottom layer is like orange, like blue and white pleated pattern, kind of. It also has a little like buckle and like a sewn on belt. Like this is definitely a restyle piece. Like this is definitely a pretty decent restyle piece. And this is not bad for a rebrand piece. And the top, it's fully, luckily doesn't have any exposed edges. That Velcro's on the back. Like a tank top. But yeah, this is a cute top. This can work with a bunch of dolls. And the shoes. These are not really being used. Going to be used with a lot of dolls. But they are simple, like platform sneakers. There's really not much to say about them other than them being Halloween colors. So, like, well, I guess let's get Clementine back in her clothes and give our final verdict. So to give our final thoughts, our opinion on Clementine is like our opinion on the Rainbow High Rebrand in general. So we feel like her clothes are okay, even if they do fall just a little bit short of what came before the Rainbow High Rebrand. They're okay at least. The heterochromia is very interesting to look at. It's very unique, and it's something that makes her different from other dolls. Other than those being strong factors in her appeal, there are a lot of things that detract from her appeal compared to other orange dolls in the room. Like, first of all, is her visual similarities to Poppy. Like, this is a doll that we feel like if you have Poppy, you don't necessarily need her. She isn't as necessary. Because Poppy is a better doll through and through. No matter what version of Poppy you're looking at. And then for the leg gimmick and the lack of articulation, while it may appeal to a certain audience or people who are into dolls like Novi Stars and all that, we always felt like Rainbow High dolls are fashion dolls first and foremost. And that adding gimmicks to the legs betrays their identity as fashion dolls. Like, it just feels unnecessary. Because while it doesn't really affect how you can dress them and stuff, it does affect how you can pose them. And as they have no knee articulation, you really can't do much with like posing them or like playing around with them with that. And the lack of wrist articulation is just really terrible as well with like the posing thing too. Because being able to pose your wrists just allows for so much more expression. And a lot of expression with the posing is just lost with these dolls. Like, you can't move their wrists. You can't move their knees. It just feels awkward. And to do that, well, you gotta body swap them, which, if you need to body swap a doll to make it good enough, you cannot say it's good enough. Like, I'm dead serious about this. If you have to body swap a Rainbow High Rebrand doll just to give it full articulation, just for it to reach your standards, then that doll is by default disappointing and mediocre in some way without you even saying it. And we will not be rebodying her. She does not need to be rebodied. Because we're fine with her as she is. Like, she can keep her gimmick legs. And yes, I know this review was a bit more negative, a bit more critical. But I want to challenge you, mysterious audience. Tell me if it feels okay having to get a body donor for every one of your rebrand dolls. tell me that it feels like it's worth it then. Because honestly, I miss the days when you could just go into the store, find a really amazing doll, buy them, and not have to do any modifications or restyles or anything to them and appreciate them as is. Because with rebrand dolls, it feels like you're not getting that. Like, you have to modify them or change them or enhance them in some way to make them better and more appealing than they actually are. Personally, I'll be waiting for the Shadow High collector dolls to come out, because I know those are gonna at least be somewhat more amazing than like any other doll like from the Rainbow High Rebrand era. And then there's also Misty for her to compete with, which that one's definitely gonna be a bit tough because Misty has a strong design as well. So goodbye, Mysterious audience. I love you. Naomi loves you. The Poppies appreciate you watching this. And we hope you enjoyed our review on Clementine, as well as our objective opinions on her and the rebrand.